This video is inspired by Chris from the Blu-ray Critic. He did a video a couple weeks ago of his favorite slipcovers that are currently in his collection. So I thought I'd pull some of mine out that are interesting. They're not all necessarily favorites, but they're just interesting whether they have raised lettering, embossed lettering, foil. Um, yeah, you'll see as I go through. So here we go. The Golden Compass has a great slipcover. I don't know if this was a limited print run or anything, but a lot of detail. As you can see there, like even this stuff along the side is all raised and embossed. And I like when they do a slipcover that's different than the typical movie cover, you know. Why print up a cardboard slipcover if you're just going to do the exact same artwork that's on the case underneath? So, yeah. Next up, Hamburger Hill, classic 80s Vietnam movie. I watched this as a kid when I was like probably between maybe 7, 8, and 10, somewhere in there, and totally inappropriate to watch at that age, but and I'm not sure if this has I don't think this has an American release, but yeah, this is the Canadian. Same. I just like this very minimalistic style graphic. Yeah. Next up is Pan's Labyrinth with the lenticular. I don't know if this is going to show up that great, but there he is. He pops up when you hold it to the side there. Nice. This one I just picked up at a Boxing Day sale here in Canada, which is the day after Christmas. I still have yet to see the sequel here, but I love this slipcover with like the pieces of videotape hanging that make up the skull. Really nice, like glossiness just on the tape. I mean, it's the exact same as the cover, but they did a good job with the glossiness on the tape, like I said there, yeah. Transporter I pulled out because another one where they've gone and at least changed the slip from what the case underneath is just white with, you know. But I like this cover better too, because I think the typical cover for this movie was him like jumping through the air. Maybe sort of like that picture was the main cover picture. But when you actually sit and look at this shot, it almost feels like his head is photoshopped onto a... It could even be his body from another shot, but it just doesn't look totally natural. Anyway, yeah, and this has raised... raised lettering on the title. Next is an Australian movie, which... Nothing great here, but totally different slipcover than what's just on the case. And it's got foil writing you can see there, and some glossy stuff. Yeah, I think you can see that. Yeah. Okay, this one again, no different than the cover, the actual cover. I don't think. Yeah, but it does have. I think this may have just been maybe during the initial print run. Pull open, pop up, sort of. See it? Yeah. I think this is actually a decent movie too. Much better than, what was it, Piranha 3 Double D or whatever. Terrible, but yeah. Classic Thanksgiving movie. This has a lenticular. Of course, these style look better in person, but I think it gives the effect a little there, sort of 3D. Yeah. Again, same, fairly the same as I think. No, this one actually I think is different underneath. Yeah. Yeah. But okay. And then I had to include this one. Now, I'm sure, yeah, you can tell, I think, in this video, the hair, his mohawk, is actual, like, it's like fabric of some sort. I still have yet to watch this, and I've had it for a couple years now, but it was like $1 at a store, so I thought, what the hell? Must have been a reality show at some point because it says season 1, but okay, and these are either movies I still own and I've just taken the cover off, or I have owned and sold the disc but kept the slip because I liked it. I did not like this movie at all. Like, I love a lot of Ryan Gosling work, but this just wasn't for me. But I do love the slip. I don't know if it's the colors. It's got a bit of raised lettering there, but yeah. This one's in rough shape. Next up, Paranorman. I think this is a great use of a slip cover. And I like how this movie comes with a green, it's not in there obviously, but green Blu-ray case. I think even the DVD comes in a green case. I wish more studios would release titles with colored Blu-ray cases, because after seeing, hundreds or thousands of blue ones, it always catches your attention when you see a colored one. But yeah, a lot of raised elements on this cover. Gremlins classic Blu-ray cover. I think this is the same artwork that's on that new Diamond Lux series, I'm pretty sure. But yeah. Another one that has some great use of raised material. Rango's head here and the fish are like, look how much that eye is raised. I just love it. And the flat, like matte border, but glossy center picture. I just really well done. Yeah. This one for some reason this grabs me too. Just great use of the foil. A lot of embossed or raised lettering right there. So you can see how foily this one is. Yeah. This one they used gold instead of silver foil, and I think it has a great effect. Very plain or minimalist cover that otherwise would just be sort of a sepia tone, but then this gold foil just really pops. They didn't use any on the back, which is fine, but yeah. Another great use of raised. The mask of Michael Myers here is all raised and glossy, where the background is matte. Another great one for gloss. I'm hoping it will pick it up before I say what it is, and you'll get to see the the syrup, so perfectly done. You catch it at the right angle, it's just perfect. Didn't care for this movie so much. I think this is one I've removed the cover because I sold the movie, but yeah. And if you do collect slips just on their own, I mean, if you flatten them out, they take up hardly any room. Zach and Miri make a porno. Now, this one is unique because it has a scratch and sniff condom on the cover that actually still smells minty fresh, as it says there. And this is from 2008, I think this? Yeah. But nothing else great about this slip at all, but it's unique. Odd Thomas, another terrible movie in my opinion. I hadn't read the book, so I don't know how similar it is, but okay, but I'm hoping you'll catch the zombie characters popping up at the bottom there. Great use of lenticular cover. Season 5 of Sons has a excellent use of raised cardboard for this skull here. You can really feel all the little bumps and scrapes that are visible. You can feel all those. Just great use of raised cardboard. And I think an okay cover overall, but nothing else about it is really unique. Oh, the back is completely empty, minus the credit stuff at the bottom, studio marks. But yeah. And the last one is documentary series here called Wild Canada about Canadian wildlife. But what's really cool is when you have this at, I feel like I'm sounding like I don't want to say, but I'm saying really cool too often. You can see all the ice on the tips of his fur, and each strand of fur seems to be raised. And his nose, this is all, you can feel all this. They've embossed or raised the whole head feature of the bear. But you can see what looks like ice grabbing on the tips of his fur all along the edges of his face there. Just a great, this one in person looks excellent. Yeah, so on that note, I just wanted to make this video after I was inspired by seeing Chris's video of his slips. I know there's a lot of great slip covers out there. These aren't, any of the best available, but I just thought I'd show some interesting ones that I have in my collection. So yeah, over and out.